Hi, thanks for joining us today on the ride. Today is the second posting of information that we released at the Customer Experience Summit that we had in Las Vegas, dealing with the customer journey. So let's dig right into the second helping of the results. As I mentioned in the last posting, we had our diagram here that shows the 4 stages of the journey: consideration, shopping, ownership, and end of term. And even though we show each of these pizza slices as being the same size, in reality they're not. They're closer akin to this, with ownership being clearly the biggest section of the pie there. That's the one where the customers, of course, spend the most time with us. And not too unexpectedly, the biggest touch point that we have with the customer over the ownership experience, of course, is service. So we asked customers, what was it? What one thing stood out as being the most positive experience that you had when you look back at your service experience? Well, number 1, timely and efficient. Then courteous, friendly, and professional. Repair well, done correctly. The fact that loaner was provided, and ease of scheduling. But what were those things that stood out as being not good at all? Well, the fact that it wasn't fixed correctly the first time, the fact that I was overcharged, that it took too long, that there was bad customer service, and the fact that the dealer, in my view, the customer's view, treated me dishonestly. So what is the benefit of offering great service if you're a manufacturer or if you're a dealer? Well, in the customer journey study, we asked the likelihood to replace with the same brand, and the percent who definitely would if they gave us a 1 to an 8 on a 10-point scale was only 5.3%. Now that jumped if they gave us to a 9 or a 10 up to 29.6%. So almost 3 out of 10 customers said they definitely would return to the same brand if they got that kind of great service. What about the likelihood to buy again from the same dealer? Well, if they gave us a score of 1 to 8 on a 10-point scale, only about 3% definitely would come back to the same dealer. If they gave us a 9 or a 10, 31% said they definitely would come back to the same dealer. So certainly, I think that shows the benefit, obviously, of delivering an exemplary customer service. So what does this tell us? What does this mean? Well, I want to come back to the customer journey pie chart that I showed you that showed us that consideration, shopping, ownership, and end of term were all the same size. But in reality, the biggest piece of the pie, of course, is the ownership. Now, when we take a look at designing a customer experience program, we do a great job as an industry of capturing all of the pertinent information right after purchase, maybe right after the first, second, or third service. But in the US, new to new disposal, customers are hanging on to their vehicles about 6.4 years. That's a long time. But after that honeymoon period, in customer experience programs, typically we go dark. There are many years where we may not even be in touch with the customer to find out what are they thinking, what are they saying about us, are there issues that need to be resolved. And I think there's a real opportunity for us as manufacturers, as dealers, to keep that conversation going with the customer over the course of the customer journey. Because if something goes wrong, we want to catch it. If there's an opportunity, we want to exploit it. So hope you found this helpful. Let me know what you think, and thanks for joining us today on the ride.